Now we're going to innovation and sustainability.
O nosso próximo.
So our next speaker is the CEO at Hawaii, Portugal, Tony Lee.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, I want to congratulate APDC Congress to bring us again here. As you know, Huawei is an innovative ICT company. We've been 20 years in Portugal. But today, I'm here. I'm not only talking about technology itself, but also I want to address how the technology can help us to build greener, better, intelligent network. With the economic development and the globalization, there's brought amazing benefits for our human beings, for our societies, but also brings some consequences. The pollution, the emission, the high demand of energy, and also the waste. There's a statistic that with 1% growth of GDP, alongside with 0.5% of CO2 equivalent emissions, and how our ICT industry can tackle this challenge, and how our ICT industries can help the planet. Energy conservation and emission reduction become the common goals of all our mankind. And we think there are two drivers. One is digitalization, one is decarbonization. And these two drivers are fundamental, our sustainability base. Our vision is to use the bit, manage watt, because we think these two drivers is not conflict. This can help each other. The technology can help the companies, the industries, to accelerating their reducing the emission. At the same time, the target reducing the emission also can help the companies speed up their digitalization. And more industry will get benefit. We see the intersections of different technologies can bring the innovation to us to achieve this goal. With the digital technologies can enable low carbon development. And Huawei want to share what we do in 4 directions. The first one, promoting renewable. On the energy supply side, to reach this goal, first we need to redefine the solar PV industry to be more efficient, to be more safe, to be more easy operating and maintained. In 2014, Huawei is the first company to create a concept for the distributed base station on the PV industry. We are helping the solar farms could generate more than 2% of the energy compared to the traditional. And meanwhile, we also introduced the power line carrier technology in the solar industry, which help to reduce the cost, accelerating the deployment, and be safer. And after, we also introduced the cloud and automation and intelligent technology there to make them too easy to operating and maintain the network. There's 2 examples. The first one is the world's largest solar plant. It provides 2.2 gigawatt powers. And then we help our customer to generate more than 2% of the power, and also reduce the operating inspection time from 2 months to 15 minutes. And the other one is currently the world's largest solar and storage project. The target of this project is to provide 100% renewable energy to the city. And then with the new technologies, because you know that the new renewable ones, the voltage is not stable. With new technologies, this kind of renewable energy can be 100% compatible with the real grid. The second one, about our ICT industry itself, what we should do. We propose 3 parts: green site, green data center, and green network. For the site, whatever the mobile site or fixed site, we are helping our customer to replace the indoor facilities to the integrated outdoor cabinets, which will reduce a lot of components. For example, the air conditions, which can save up to 30% of the site power consumption. Furthermore, we are now promoting the solar PV solution on the site, whatever is mobile site or central office, which can provide more than 30% of the power consumption of the site itself. And about the data centers, nowadays, data center is occupy 3% of the power consumption of our global. And it's growing very fast. We are introducing liquid cooling, modular construction, intelligent operation to enhance the efficiency of our data centers and dramatically reduce the power consumption. And come to our network itself. What we are doing is that by our software design and the continuous optimization of our coordination of our end-to-end network to make the best scenario of the power consumption. And then we come to a single product or single equipment site. Huawei is following the 3R rules: reduce, reuse, recycle. Reduce, we want to reduce as much as possible the component for the product. For example, if there's the optical layer and the electrical layer, we will combine this model to one. And we are now reducing the packing materials and packing volumes more than 40%. In the meanwhile, we're also reducing the power consumption of the single equipment itself. And for reuse part, in the product design phase, we already choose the reusable component. Till now, for all the returned materials, 88% we can reuse. And the electricity waste only occupied 0.8%. We are continuing to improve in this. And the last, for all, we work with our supply chains for the upstream and downstreams to select recycled materials for our products and packing. We already built more than 1,300 recycle stations in the world for our mobiles. Let's come to the next part. How our technologies can help other industries to protect nature. I think cooperation is the key. We need to have a very cooperative ecosystem. We are anticipating some projects to protect the forest, anticipating some projects to protect endangered species. And now we are making this example. We are doing some cooperation in the agriculture industry in Europe that we use latest technologies cooperating with our partners, with 5G, with drone, with robot, with cloud, with automation and intelligence, which can that specific identify which plant on the field need a pesticide and herbicide. In order to, in the meanwhile, to enhance the produce, in the meanwhile, we can save those things more than 80 to 90%. By the end of last year, we already helped our global customers to generate more than 480 billion kilowatt hours for green energies, and helping our industry to save more than 14 billion kilowatts in power consumption, reduce carbon emission in 230 million tons, which is equivalent, we plant more 320 million trees in the world. To finish this presentation, what I want to say, technology is not the opposition of the natural. It's a part of nature. We should work together in our industry, in the partners, to build a more greener, intelligent world, to build a more greener, intelligent Portugal. Thank you very much. Muito obrigado.
Proponho agora.
So I propose now that we take a 10-minute coffee break. So please come back at 25 minutes past 4 Western European Summer Time.